Hey y'all, it's Vicki and welcome to another video. So today is September 16th, 2025 and it's Tuesday and it is 58 degrees, 94% humidity. The high today is supposed to be 77. It is overcast right now and I think they must have took down some of the signs right here where all these parking places are. There was nobody in these 4 or 5 parking places this morning. That's unusual. And they did have a bunch of signs that they reserved for somebody. And we kept fussing and saying, there's nobody ever in them. But now the signs are gone. So maybe they got the message. So I'm not going to talk long today. My throat feels like it's got something, down in here that it's stuck. I can't get out. So I'm not going to say a whole lot, but in just a second, we'll go on and talk about Tim. Hey y'all, I want to thank today's sponsor, which is Confili bras. For those of you that don't know or haven't looked at my description box, I've been wearing Confili bras and promoting them in my description box for quite a while now. They reached out to me and offered to send me a bra. Of course, as I said, I've been wearing their bras now for probably close to a year. And about a year and a half ago, I set out to find the perfect bra or the perfect bra for me. And I'm pretty sure I found it with Confili bras. Now, let me go ahead and show you the one they sent me. I have on this one here today, this beige one. And the one they sent me is this black one. And this is what it looks like. And these have no seams. They mold to your body. They have wide straps, which y'all know I love a wide strap. I'm just not into the skinny straps anymore. But this is what it looks like. And then this is the back. Now they also have the sports type bra that you can slide over your head if you don't like the straps in the back. The one thing that I love about these bras is they come with an extender. So if you're in between sizes and you need to, you can use the extender to extend it for a little while. I admit I'm one of those people who go in between sizes all the time for whatever reason. But with these bras, it's just worked out great because if I order the wrong size, if I order, this one is a 2X. If I order down and get a 1X and it doesn't fit just exactly right as far as around my back, I can put the extender on. Now, I can wear the 1 or 2X. You need to go to the website, Confili.com, and learn how to measure. There's instructions on there on how to measure yourself on what size you wear. And as I said, you usually can wear 2 different sizes. It just depends, like I say, on this extender, if you want to wear the extender or not. Now the 2X fits me better in the cup size. I will say that. The 1X kinda is a little small for the, the cup size, but it still works. It just depends, I guess, on how sexy you want to be. Okay, just to tell you a little bit about Confili is Oeko-Tex Standard 100, which is a globally recognized certification, their company is, and it's ensuring that textiles are free from harmful substances widely used in baby clothes and intimate wear for skin safety. So these should all be conform to your body and it'd be just like second skin to you. They use seamless technology, as I said. They are wireless free, so you do not have to worry about any kind of wire, but they give great support because, as I said, they are molding to your body. The first time you put them on, you'll notice that they might be just a little bit, maybe tight. You can loosen it up, though, as I said, with where they snap. But as time goes on, you will learn that it becomes more and more comfortable as it's stretching. It has skin-friendly material, and it's comfortable and breathable. And I can assure you, from my point of view, is that you'll be glad that you purchased this bra, because you'll say, where has this been all my life? And I don't think you can go wrong. Now, a few other things I'll let you know is it has 43% high spandex fabric, jelly soft technology. It does have removable cups if you want to remove them. Gentle support without stiffness. It adapts to your body, as I said, enhancing comfort, but is lightweight and durable, minimizing discomfort during prolonged use. And, you know, I can't see myself ever going to a different type bra than this. And, you know, I have recently ordered me a pink one because I've been wanting a pink one, but I hadn't been able to find one in my size. But finally, one come back in stock, so I ordered me a pink one. And I'll show you that one when I get it in, because I like the different colors. And, you know, I wear a lot of black, wear a lot of the beige. It just depends on what you want as far as colors. So I don't think you can go wrong with Confili bras. I appreciate them sending me this bra and sponsoring this video. And all the information with the discount code, and I will receive commission if you use my link to buy, and will be down in the description box. So thank you again, Confili. I do appreciate it, and I appreciate all of you for watching. Okay, and now we'll get on with the video. All right. As y'all know, Timmy went to Kate's Cove, and I don't think he did the entire loop. Looked like he only did part of it. He cut, I don't know, because like I said, I've never done Kate's Cove loop because I just didn't want to get stuck on it. And of course, he's over there when it's not so crowded right now, so it's not so bad. But I understand it can get really bad. Now, he was, I guess, lucky enough to see a bear. Y'all know I want to see a bear bad. In the wild, you know, I've seen them in a habitat, a zoo, whatever. I want to see them in the wild. I've never seen them in the wild. Some people have never seen elk in the wild, but I've seen plenty of elk in the wild over in Cherokee. If you want to see elk in the wild, go over to Cherokee. You're going to see them. I can just about guarantee you will see them in Cherokee. Now, he kind of put down Cherokee, and it kind of ticked me off. I will say that. I know everybody has their own opinion of things, but there is much more to Cherokee than Harris. It just depends on what you want to see. I guess Tim doesn't think there's anything there worth seeing, so he doesn't want to go, or he acts like he doesn't want to go. Now, as I said before, the cell coverage is not as good in Cherokee as it is in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, but the reason is because it's right there in the valley from the mountains. I mean, there is some coverage. He could upload. It's just it may not be right there where there's camping. I'm not sure. I've never camped over there. I just know where the camping is. Now, and he would probably be much cooler there. And he'd probably say, oh, I'm cold. I'm cold. Okay, he played golf. And either I looked up the wrong golf course or they gave him a deal. Because when I looked to get a tee time for a Tuesday with a cart for 18 holes, it was $84. But like I said, they could have gave him a deal because it was late in the day or in the afternoon. And they had nobody playing. I don't know. As y'all know, he's always getting a deal. Always getting a deal. So he says. So he saw a bear. He played golf. The rant. He went on a rant. And the rant, I feel, was very much uncalled for. He really needs to quit watching the news. I have not watched the news any. I mean, I know what's going on. I can, if I want to see the news, I'll go look at a website. I'll look at it first thing in the morning, and then I'm done. I'm not going to sit there and watch the TV and the TV news, and let them get me all riled up. I'm just not going to. And, he preaches that all the time in his Crushing It for Christ videos, that you should stay away from the news. So I think he needs to take his own advice and get away from the news, because I do think it's triggering him. And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if that video didn't get, I wouldn't be surprised if that video don't get taken down. So I'm just putting it out there. I didn't report it, but I'm sure there was plenty that did. And he really, I mean, it was not a good rant. And he said some things that I couldn't believe he said. I mean, I guess I could, but I just couldn't believe he would leave it up. But that's just me. That's just me. I think he just went too far. And, you know, it's just the way I feel about it. Well, just bit my tongue. See, I don't even like talking about it, just saying that. I mean, I don't know. It just... Anyway, that's about all I got to say on that. There's not really much going on with me right now. Just taking it day by day. Y'all know I don't have this exciting life like he does. Maybe that's why I watch his. I don't know. I'm not as obsessed with him. I watch, you know, others too, but I know the majority of you want to hear me talk about Tim, so that's what I'm doing. Now, I understand this. We're going to talk beauty for just a second, and then I'm going to go. So, Nikki LaRose has new brushes coming out. Y'all know I love her brushes from BK Beauty. Her Volume 2 set comes out on Thursday. They are $199. Now, I'm assuming that you can use a code if you have a code. There are codes out there. I would love to have them. But I don't know that I'm going to take the plunge, because I feel like when it gets closer to Christmas, they may go on sale. And when I say sale, they'll be 20 to 30% off probably. So I probably am going to hold out for a sale. But the brushes, I did watch her use them. They look fantastic. You know, she is a makeup artist. She knows what she wants. And I feel she hit it out of the ballpark. These look so much better to me than Tati's. And I shouldn't compare them, because Tati's not really what I call a makeup artist. She's like me. She's a lover of makeup and beauty products. And she is using from her point of view, whereas Nikki works on other people. And she's looking at both ways. And she's, you know, she says she would much rather do somebody else's makeup than her own. Anyway, I just think Nikki's look fabulous. And I know that $199 is a lot of money to people that aren't playing with makeup or not doing other people's makeup. But when you start looking at makeup brushes and you look at really good makeup brushes, and I know there's some good makeup brushes that are not, that they're cheap. They do. But you don't get the longevity out of them. You know, I have so many cheap brushes, and I bet you within a year they'll start shedding, or they're just not applying makeup like they were. And you just don't, like I said, you just don't get the longevity out of them. So I've kind of quit buying the cheap ones, and I'll save my money and buy the ones I know works and that you can wash every week and not have any issues with them. I'm not going to say they will eventually wear out, but I mean, if you're using makeup brushes every day and you can get, 5 years out of them, and you're washing them once a week or whatever. And I mean, when I say I'm washing them, I'm taking them to the sink and wash them. I am wiping them off with a makeup wipe every day. So it's not like I'm using dirty brushes. So don't think that. But anyway, I don't want to get into that. But anyway, I do think that, as I said, if you're a makeup lover and you want the best brushes or some of the best brushes on the market, and you want vegan and cruelty-free brushes, I don't like to use animal hair brushes. For some reason, it gives me the creeps. I don't know why, but I don't. I want synthetic vegan brushes. That's what I want. I know, I'm weird, but anyway, that's just me. All right, I'm going to go, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you watching me and supporting me, and I hope that you'll give the bras a try if you're looking in the market for a bra. Of course, the code will always be there. You don't have to buy today, but anytime you want them, I just don't think you'd be unhappy with the bras. I really don't. So talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.